This one is been with me for 30 years now.
Man.
And the history of this guitar is spotty. When I first moved to Hollywood, I wanted to have a custom-made guitar because Steve Vai and some of my favorites had a custom-made guitar. So I went to a guitar shop with my first check that I got from my first real job, and it was a huge rip-off. It was probably the worst guitar that I've ever played. And I chose, but it was my own fault. It's like I chose the fretboard, and I chose this, that, and the other. But I'm not a luthier. I have no idea whether it should be ash or I have no idea. So I got this stinky guitar. Of course, the next couple years, I tore it apart entirely. The only thing remaining from that original guitar is this piece of wood, right? So it's had a million different necks. This neck I found in a bin, Nadine's Music on Santa Monica Boulevard. It's had different pickups through the years, different whammy pedals, all the electronics are completely different. I put this like fat head thing on the back because I thought it would give it more sustain. It didn't work, but I left it on. And then finally, like I honestly, like I gave up. This is going to be my guitar, and I'm just going to create with what I've got.
Make it work.
And that was very liberating because it was no longer chasing sounds, it was embracing the sound I had and using that to make music. On
Since
all
the early
19 of my records, this guitar features prominently. You know, every show I've ever played, you know, for thousands of shows, this is the guitar, has been my main guitar for songs that are in standard tuning. You know, when I was the DJ in Rage Against the Machine, one thing you have to learn to do when you're a DJ is to scratch.
Yeah.
So at the time when I got this guitar, like the coolest guitars were the Eddie Van Halen ones that had one pickup and one volume knob. So I was stuck with a guitar that had a toggle switch and a bunch of knobs, which was super uncool. So I thought, is there some way to make this work for me?
Yeah.
And the toggle switch thing is, it's basically this pickup is, the volume is turned to 0, so you hear nothing, and then this pickup, it's turned to 10. So when you go between the two, it works as a kill switch, as an on-off switch, right? So if you create some sort of sound and then rhythmically work the toggle switch like you're picking a guitar, you can create sounds that are reminiscent of a DJ scratching. And then by simply adding something like a slide, which is used in a non-traditional manner, in this way, it's just generating any sort of tone with the guitar can then be manipulated with the toggle switch.